I'm Greg Johnson, the President and Technical Director of Sea Garda Incorporated, and we're in Louisiana doing pothole repair, and we're also going to show you a 2-year aging demo at the end. Here we are at a DOT yard where trucks move in and out on a regular basis, and we're simply air blowing out the pothole that we need to repair. By blowing the debris out just makes it a lot easier to repair. Here's our material. And remember, you need to always wear gloves. It just makes cleanup easier. Now we're going to mix this material today by using a stick and mixing for 30 to 40 seconds. When you pull your bag of latex out, it's a black latex, you want to shake it for about 30 to 40 seconds. You're going to take your lid off, squeeze the material out so you get the use of all the material that's in the bag. Put the lid back on so that way it makes it fairly easy to clean up. You don't have extra material being splashed all over. And when you go to dump the pumice into the 5-gallon pail, all you simply have to do is tear an end. You're simply, as we said before, going to stir that material for 30 to 40 seconds. Any slightly unmixed powders or pumice will easily wet out as you're spreading the material. And again, by using the stick, this material is going to be a little bit more fluid. It's going to be easier to spread it around. And you can use your mixing stick to spread the material. Or it's just much easier if you can use an asphalt spreader, so you can do this while standing up. Either way, you want to get it so the material is fairly level. You want it so that way it's going to cover the area that you want. This hole is a little larger than what we had anticipated. We will have to make a second bucket. And if you go ahead and pour your latex in the previous bucket that you used, you'll end up having clean buckets that you can use for other things at the end of the day. You can keep mixing in an old bucket. And again, you're going to shake that bag for a bit. You're going to pour the material into the bucket and cap it so that way you reduce the amount of mess you're going to have at the end of the day to clean up. Again, just simply tear the end of the bag, let the material, the pumice and activator fall in, and you want to make this so that way take your time in doing it so you don't make a mess. You don't want to get this material splashing around. You can keep your clothes nice and clean by doing that. It's easy to use. You simply use a stick. You don't have to use any special mixing equipment when you go to out of the way areas. And you're going to mix this for 30 to 40 seconds. And here I am I'm still mixing the material. And you're going to just pop the stick around to make sure that you don't have any hidden pockets in there. And you can see as I spread this, it's going to pour out a little bit browner than the previous material. The previous material also poured out that brown color, and as it sits for about a minute, it'll actually start getting that black hue to it. But you're seeing the two materials, the neoprene and the asphalt. The asphalt gives it the black color, the neoprene gives it the initial brown color. And you're going to spread this out so it's relatively flat. Any unmixed or material that wasn't properly blended will wet out as you're spreading this material out. Again, it's a lot easier if you can use an asphalt rake to move the material around while you're standing. And remember to overcoat the pothole with additional pumice provided to help in the traction after cure, and also aids in detackifying the product during cure. And this is our product after 2 years. And as you can see, I'll be pounding this patch that we did over 2 years ago with a handheld sledgehammer. In this process, we've actually had people go out and beat on it over 40 times over the past 2 years. Sort of amazing. It still retains its resiliency. It's a little elastomeric, so you can dent it. But the funny thing in that is when you see it the next day, there's no dents. They go away. And we're also going to show you that even though this material was laid down over 2 years ago, the interface between this material and the old asphalt still maintaining that bond. Nothing's broken up, nothing's given away. Still holding itself the way that we laid it down over 2 years ago. And this is to show you after the dents were made, they're gone. This material will rebound. The dents that you make will just ease themselves away, and you'll walk out there the next day and they're gone. Finally, a product that lasts, stays flexible. We're Sea Garda, and I'd like you to hold on for just a moment. We're going to introduce you to some of our contacts. In Texas, it'd be Greg Johnson at 214-454-4894. In Las Vegas, Nevada, the manager is Paul Crafassi, and you can reach him at 702-595-5240. Again, ask for Paul Crafassi. For Louisiana, you may contact Bill Lamphere at 337-654-3303. For New York and the New England states, you may contact Mark T. at 518-641-2663. For Hawaii, you may contact Terrence Guzman at 702-301-4276. And for Texas, you may also contact Gary Browder at 512-940-5940. We appreciate your business.